from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another top 5 season in rushing for Cook last year's 3rd straight over 1,100 yards and his 3rd straight ending with a Pro Bowl selection. This season can see a couple more milestones for him. He will cross 5,000 yards.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The Dolphins at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So the completion gets them just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Running on first down with Gaskin. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Tua. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tua going to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. 78 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He'll He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Finding room at midfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this down to the 33.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Finding Gaskin underneath. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Now Tua. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, Tua.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
One of the showstoppers in the league. A nice catch there by Tyreek Hill. How about this for a statistic? 6 seasons, 6 Pro Bowls, and this guy continues to be one of the game-breaking players in the NFL. Now using his speed down south of Miami after his first 6 years in Kansas City.
Let's go. Do you tighten up? Let's go. Do you tighten up? 25. Drill green. Watch the eye. Mike check 33.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tua to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Out route to Hill, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he is going to lose yardage here.
Triple 38. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, check my 33. Ready, go.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Tua, he's going to get this complete to Gaskin. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run with Gaskin. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, Gaskin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort. for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6.
Hey, check Mega.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought it was trying to get
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Tua now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
All right, go.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On play action, Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And some room to work. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check back 33. Check back 33. Hey, go Fury. Watch out. Check 26. Check 26.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Lance looking to throw it. Buying time to his left. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Off of play action, here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Tua now on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch out, man. 50 Fury. Switch.
On 2nd down, Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Lance rolling to his right. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
Well, he had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Lance on the bootleg. Steps away. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on this.